Alright. Ready to go. I'm gonna get my screenshot for thumbnail. Alright. Right. I need to pick. I don't know if I want to have. I don't know if I should risk having fun with a team build, or if I should just, or if I should like actually roll, or I should actually like roll with it. I'm gonna try a fun team build first, and we'll see what happens. Because the game actually does stop pulling its punches now. Oh, Kengo? Is the coast clear? Hold up, partner. I sense something. I sense something. Stay down. There's more of them coming the other way. Whoa! Jeez. You don't have to shield me with your own body. Okay, they're gone. Let's move on out, partner. Hey, you listening? Oh, I know an option somebody picked. Can't breathe. Let go. Ah, crap! You okay, partner? Come on, give me a sign here. Right. I'm kind of dying. Right, let's head to that building over there for cover. On my signal, ready? Go! Ikebukuro is basically my backyard. I spent almost as much time here as in Shinjuku. All this sneaking around is real nostalgic. Dare I ask what you used to get up to? Naughty? Me? As if? Hey, quit looking at me like that, partner. It's like you don't believe me. Considering certain things. Anyway, long story short, I have a bit of experience ducking through the streets like this, trying not to get caught. Me and Tetsuya used to get caught up in skirmishes between the cops and the gangs, and... You, what? Is that why you used to play hooky all the time? To play cops and gangsters? Oh my god. We're in the middle of a war, guys. Ah! Pipe down, Cheryl! If you keep yelling in my ear, I'll shut this thing off. Come on, partner. Let's get going. And, what's the plan again? We're in the middle of a war and we're having comedy. Oh, alright. Exactly. It's fine. I'll figure it out. Before we left, Cheryl was saying something about... I want you to make contact with our informant. Huh? Informant? We've got one of those? Hang on. I want Ryota and Toji to hear this as well. R19, would you mind patching us through? Affirmative. Running Plan D protocols installed on this system to establish covert communications. I am sending the additional information provided by the Berserkers and the Wise Men to each of your devices, along with our own intel. Excellent. There we go. Thank you, R19. Oh, God dang it, dog. Okay, thank you. There we go. Thank you, R19. Hello? Can everyone hear me? I'd like to go over our most current intel once more before Kengo and Brandon head out. Oh my god, it's picking up my dog. Okay, I think I've taken care of that. This includes the information we shared with us by our allies, the Berserkers and the Wise Men, as well as intel leaked by the surviving enemy forces after the battle with Ch.11 at Penitentiary Academy. Combined, these sources paint a fairly detailed picture of the Western Guild he belonged to. The leftovers of Ch.11's army. First things first, have you all received files from R19? Good. Take a look now. Here is what we learned from the world representatives who appeared before us that fateful day. For each of the 23 worlds connected here in Tokyo, there is a ranking order, and the 23 individuals who stand at the pinnacles of each of those worlds are here. Excluding Surtur and Azathoth of the Genociders, the remaining 21 are equally placed among the 3 true guilds. That is, 7 reside in each. Now, these guilds hold the portals to the south, well, to the east, south, and west, and have continued their war against one another across loops. First, there are the rule makers, who control the eastern portal. Then, there are the invaders, who control the southern portal. Yeah, we don't know about Fuchsy yet, so he's not going to be a silhouette. And finally, there are the Warmongers, who control the western portal. This is the guild to which Ch.11, whose army we took on at Penitentiary Academy, belongs. I know I did not just get pinged. I thought I shut that off. After recent contact with our informant, we have learned that there have been a significant change in the tensions between the 3 true guilds. According to Ch.11 himself, this is due to an intentionally devised irregularity. Throughout endless loops occurring in Tokyo, the 3 true guilds have exchanged members and experimented tactically. Basically a basketball draft. God. They have also formed a variety of different pacts and locked themselves into a stalemate for a long period of time. This situation bears some historical resemblance to the battles that were held for sport by the nobility of a certain nation, which were governed by specific rules. Everything was strictly laid out, from the taking of hostages to how reparations should be made. They even put restrictions upon the involvement of certain individuals. Yeah, yay, we have a Geneva Convention. Except this Geneva Convention kind of sucks. In the case of the 3 true guilds, however, this stalemate continued until Ch.11 recently put an end to it. Apparently, he was not a fan of this custom of recreational battles. It remains to be seen whether this development is one we should fear or welcome, but regardless, it would appear that Ch.11 had a sympathizer among the world representatives who approved of his breaking of the pact. That sympathizer is, in turn, our contact. We have been told that we'll need to establish direct contact with this individual if we wish to learn more about this. Chiro, is it just me? Or does that smell like a trap? No, it's not just you. I must confess, I am quite convinced it is one, Kengo. Even so, I believe it is in our best interest to make contact with this informant. Well, if you say so. I guess there's nothing else for it. I have a good reason for asking this of you. You remember about the entity who introduced himself as Malakala during that meeting beneath Penitentiary Academy, correct? The informant has promised to divulge information pertaining to them if we present ourselves at the meeting place in Ikebukuro. We can get intel on Malakala? However, not just anyone will do. The informant has specified that we must send Brandon. Furthermore, if we do intend to gain this information for ourselves, then there is no time to waste. We better get a move on. Jeez, Shiro, can't you say anything straight? Break it down for me, will ya? Kengo, if this information is legitimate, what do you think will happen to the informant? Huh? This individual was involved in the breaking of a long-standing pact between the royal representatives. Surely even you can imagine what would happen to him if he were found. Oh, God, I am reading wrong today. If he were found out. Nothing pretty, I'll bet. Yes, he will probably come under attack by the combined powers of the other world representatives. It only stands to reason that someone who ruins the plans of others will become a target. This is especially true when it occurs between those in positions of authority. Therefore, we can surmise that our informant is facing danger on all sides. Not only from the eastern and southern guilds, but likely from the Warmongers as well. So that's why I'm here with you, Brandon. Yes, you wouldn't last very long if I sent you out in full force, now that Ikebukuro is under their rule. That's why it had to be you, Kengo. At any rate, the two of you need to move quickly and avoid being seen. We have to find our informant before anyone from the three true guilds gets to him. That shouldn't be too hard for you, Kengo. Of the summoners, you know Ikebukuro the best, and besides... I know what you're gonna say, Shiro. We're probably gonna end up in a fight, right? And let me guess, when we do, it'll be my job to make sure nothing happens to Brandon. You sure pick things up fast when it comes to fighting, Kengo. However, if you do come across a world representative or two, it's likely they'll start fighting over Brandon. Just like they did during the battle against Tezcatlipoca in Penitentiary Academy. Remember, this is someone who gladly took part in the dissolution of a peace pact. He won't shy away from a fight. Be prepared. I say, bring it on! So, anyway, does this mystery rep have a name? Didn't I brief you on that already, Kengo? If you'll recall, one of the 23 world representatives is of the fairy realm of Tirnanog, home to a wide variety of beings. Its world representative is none other than the invincible king of the giants, Balor. Oh, right! I remember now. So this Balor is waiting at the place on this memo you gave me, and we'll have to go meet him. King of the giants, huh? This is awesome! I'm ready to test my strength against someone like that. Aren't you, partner? No! No! No, not him! Out of all the ones, no. Hey, that's not the goal here. I mean, I know I've got to put your safety first, but hey, there's no guarantee we'll just get to sit down and have a peaceful chat, right? I might not be as smart as Shiro, but I do know that sometimes you just need to need muscle to get the job done, right? Anyways, we're nearly there. Quick! Get in here, partner! Seems like someone's beating us to the spot. It's those soldiers again. They're after our informant? I don't think they're following us. Yeah, just look at them. They're obviously on the prowl for way bigger fish than us. Like, literally bigger. A giant or something. You know how it goes. The hungry bird catches the fish. We better hurry. I'm not going to dignify that. I'm not going to dignify that. So we're going to charge them before they can call for backup. That okay with you? I'm on it. Back me up, Kengo. That's the way, partner. Let's do this. I'm gonna show you just how much stronger I got training in the dungeon that's the Ikebukuro Underground. As long as you don't cause the wharf effect.
So, 俺と守りの高く死んでください。守り高くもう一度飛んでやる。もっとだ。誰高く暖かいだろう。暖かいだろう。死んで守りの光死んでください。転がってな。暖かいだろう。システム発見し駆動。暖かいだろう。暖かいだ。守りの光を死んでください。もう一度飛んでやる。もっと暖かいだろう。守りの光を転がってな。守りの光をシステム暖かいだろう。暖かい守りの光を高く水分は足りてるか。温度はちょうどいいか。俺にもっとお世話できることはないか。
All right. Not gonna happen. Hell yeah! That's the way, partner. Leave the rest of me. Giant Basher! Take this! Yeah, that's gotten better. So this is your new power? Cool. Were you watching, partner? Just so you know, I've got even more up my sleeve since powering up. Oh, jeez. Now it's starting to sound like Yu Yu Hakusho. I'll show you the rest later. First, we've got to... I got backup already? How get here so fast? Whoa! Not good! We better run for it, partner! Go, go, go! Hey! Are you two still there? Curses, they got the drop on us. Are they surveilling the area? No, their response time was too quick even for that. This just isn't adding up. Regardless, it would be best to assume that surveillance is ongoing, and any and all events are related to the war of all three guilds. I'm certain this is conundrum, though. I'll give you that. Who's? It's Shuichi. How's it going, Shiro? You keeping it together? Shuichi, if you're back, does that mean? Yep, I completed my mission down here in the Ikebukuro Underground. Now I've just got to wait for the right moment. Would you mind filling me in on your plight? I heard those two were meeting with an informant, but that's all I know. Right, actually, as it so happens... Oh, so that's how it is. Understood. I get the particulars. And your doubts. It's no wonder you came to the conclusion that they must have had some foreknowledge of events. You agree then? Your response was immediate. Too fast to have come after reacting to a surveillance feed. Even if they gave the orders for backup to move in the moment those two went on the offensive, it couldn't possibly have gotten there that fast. It seems incredible. I can only conclude that they made their calculations based on predictions of the future. Sure, that makes sense. If they know what action you'll take ahead of time, they can plan their moves accordingly. That's the kind of ploy only a true genius like my little brother could come up with, wouldn't you say? When you put it that way, it sounds as though you have some suspicion of your own, Shuichi. That I do. As you know, time in Tokyo is on a loop. Now imagine that you had access to the wealth of information about all the scenarios that have come to pass up until now. If you did, you could easily calculate and react in real time. In fact, I bet you could even predict the future. Imagine if you had YouTube videos of every boss fight that was coming up and just had time to prepare. Naturally, this would require a vast amount of resources, but for a genius like my little bro, or let's say, any one of those frightful children acting as guild masters of the three true guilds, it would be possible. You mean... The masters of the three true guilds are brilliant children who were created in a laboratory for the purpose of recording all of the data produced by the game being carried out through the app here in Tokyo. In order to maximize their brain power, they were applied with every kind of scientific technique available. My brother is the fourth of these children. He was designed to be a reserve guildmaster. It's important to have spare parts on hand for any system, just in case the worst should happen. As for me, I couldn't cut it as a reserve. I'm just a failed product, you see. Experimental children? How awful. I guess, but I don't have the capacity for an emotional response like that anymore. Emotions only get in the way of emotions only get in the way of accurate calculation. I do still feel for the brother with whom I share my DNA, though. Then again, that's probably why I'm a failure, isn't it? Oh, please don't say such things, Shuichi. Are you sad for my brother, Shiro? I think I would be happy if you were. For him and for you. You haven't had an easy life, have you, Shuichi? Thank you. That's what I should say, isn't it? I'm not 100% sure that's the correct response, but... See, this is why Moritaka is always getting so frustrated with me. Oh. Getting back on track, those guildmasters are blessed with exceptionally high brain power, which allows them to record the events of the game. Even now, they must be employing every method at their disposal to maintain surveillance across all of the devices upon which the app is installed. Every method and every device at their disposal, with every molecule of their minds. Like I said, with that kind of data and processing power to hand, predicting the future wouldn't be impossible. Much in the same way my little brother used to predict what was going to happen with astonishing accuracy. You mean to say that the 3 true guilds are privy to everything we do? If they can observe and predict our every action, how can we possibly prevail? Hang on, Shiro. With every molecule of their minds, remember? In other words, they got nothing more to spare. Those children are expending the full sum of their brain power in surveillance and recording. To clarify, they are unlikely to be actively involved in any app battles or guild conflicts around here at present. I don't understand. They have nothing to do with our situation. Why bring them up at all? Because there's others. Have you forgotten world pillars, Shiro? It's not like you to be so frivolous. You must have something to add, surely. Your faith astounds me, Shiro. But you're right, I do believe there's a connection. I suspect that an irregularity of immense consequence has occurred. See, right now, my second biggest concern is why Duo was taken this late in the game, which comes right after the first. Why did he allow himself to be separated from me? I just can't get past it. Anyway, my point being is that if you need to collect a replacement, there must be some issue with the original parts. In short, you suspect something is up with the guild masters of the 3 true guilds. Some sign of this mysterious issue was uncovered, and so Duo was taken as insurance, is that correct? Yep, you got it in one. You sure are quick on the uptake, Shiro. Those child guildmasters exist to observe and preserve data. Tell me, what do you think would happen if they started to use that data themselves for some other purpose? Personally, I believe something is happening here. Something never seen in any of the previous loops. What's that? You discovered Balor's whereabouts? I certainly have, Shiva. I have made my calculations and predicted the future. I'll transfer the details of Balor's position to you. Make sure you head there by the specified time. Don't be late. Why are you telling me this? What are you trying to do, Guildmaster? Tezcatlipoca and Balor collaborated to break one of the pacts between the guilds. As a guild member affected by their actions, don't you think that's an act worthy of reproach, Shiva? Besides, you alone among the Warmongers are capable of subjugating Balor. With his evil eye, when his evil eye releases its cursed smoke, anyone who looks upon it will be condemned to death. Yet, as you fight in blind darkness with your third eye closed, you are able to withstand it. You, who is said can crush even galaxies, are the Warmonger's greatest weapon. Why? Pausing. Okay. The weapon who will ensure that this war fulfills its potential, such as the outcome that my mind has deduced. Spare me your chicanery, Guildmaster Bertram. You have given me reasons why it is I who must fight. You have not given your own reason for taking action. Reproach for breaking the pact? Since when have you ever concerned yourself with such things? Never before have I known you to pay the slightest attention to who has been destroyed, or to who has been broken. You may bear the title of Guildmaster, but you barely have lifted a finger outside of your role as record keeper. In fact, you barely ever deigned to converse with me before now. Why the sudden change? Does it really matter, Shiva? Unless I'm very much mistaken, you actively want to fight Balor, don't you? All you ever wanted to do is challenge strong opponents for the progression of your physical and spiritual cultivation. You even fought against your fellow world representative Balor in past loops. He's very strong. He's always been exactly the sort of opponent you seek. That is, until following a certain incident, he locked himself away as an inmate on death row in Penitentiary Academy. Since then, you've been unable to pit yourself against him. Something just clicked in my mind, and that's just going to be a theory for me. This is your chance to fight Balor with all your might. Isn't that the culmination of your greatest wish, Shiva? After all, the training you put yourself through mentally and physically over the course of these past loops. Don't you wish to test yourself against Balor one more time? Besides, it's a moot point. I can't be the only one to have mentioned this, but there isn't a world representative among you who acts in the name of the three true guilds, is there? Every single one of you seeks to fulfill your own purposes. You only happen to be part of the same guild for the moment. You are entirely correct. You have the way of it, Guildmaster Bertram. The suppression of delusion and the endeavor of abstinence. The cultivation of these two things is all that I desire. In order to crush the galaxy in these hands of mine, I need the aid of others, but only for that one purpose, no more. Fight, Shiva! Fight until you are contented! That is my own wish, as one who supports the battle of others. But I must say, abstinence? You claim that that's your heart's desire? Shiva? If that's the case, why is it that you never show so much as the merest twitch of a smile? To think that you are forced to bury your true wish deep, deep inside. How truly tragic. All I want is for everyone in this world to be able to laugh with total abandon, humor, and war. These are the only two things regarding which I cannot submit to orders like some machine. Damn! There's only a gap between bullets to dash through. You hanging in there okay, partner? Kinda. What are we gonna do? Should we retreat and regroup, or...? Come on, you boorish brutes! Quit raining on my reunion with my adorable grandchild! What was that? Hello. Whoops. Did you catch sight of my gaze? Oh, you poor fools! In that case, I won't hesitate to pass judgment upon you, as is my kingly right. Only kidding! There's no one here with the right to boast of being kingly. Just a lowly death row inmate. That being said, this evil eye of mine is just as deadly to all who see it now as when I called myself king. Glare at the dude! Whoa! What the heck? I've been waiting for this. I've waited so long. So very long. There's no mistaking it, partner. This guy's way too big not to be the informant Shiro told us to find. The world representative of Tirnanog. The fairy realm's giant king. Balor. Wait, we have a... Oh no, this is a battle with special conditions. Survive for 6 turns. Oh my god. Survive for 6 turns. Well. How to survive? Well, I do know. Do I have that team set up? I do have a defensive team in mind, but do I have it set up? Yeah. I don't know of anyone who nullifies countdown, now that I think about it. I know there exist, I just can't... I know characters like that exist, I just can't think of who exactly nullifies countdown. Yeah, we'll try with this team first. This is a defensive team. It has a good mix of defense and offense. And I should probably switch that out. Please tell me I have one plugged in for agents. And that's... What the hell? Oh. And that's so. Deep within the bowels of the prison. My only comfort was the smoke that flowed about my lonely self. Although I suppose I was not truly alone. Even now I can hear his graceless footsteps coming down the stairs toward my cell. Those steps meant that he had come to visit me, as he often did. That prison was his charge, so it is perhaps unsurprising that he was one of my few companions. After all, we had something in common that neither of us ever left the prison. So we would while the hours away together, puffing bitter smoke. Don't you have anyone else to talk to besides a condemned wretch like me? Being the warden must be such a cushy job. You never used to talk to me like that. Not before you allowed yourself to be incarcerated here. Now you remind me of what what the point of all this was again? I read that wrong. Now, remind me what the point of all this was again. Was this meant to be your way of showing penitence for imprisoning your daughter? Or is this about your grandchild? Wait, daughter? Hold up, daughter? Hold. My exasperation with such insults had long since passed into admiration. This man truly enjoyed reciprocating slander with slander. Had it not been for the irons around my wrist, I likely would have slaughtered him, unless my fists were restrained. And I knew that nothing good would come of hitting him. All I could do was regret having once drunkenly revealed my past to him. If I recall, the story I told him that day went something like this. In my earlier years, I obtained the evil eye after losing one of my own to cursed smoke. Back then, I spent my days on the battlefield as a warrior king. To the victor go the spoils, and the loser is left with nothing. I killed many as a warrior, and I was proud to be a monarch who put his life on the line. My evil eye killed everyone who looked upon me in the arena of war. It wasn't long before I was known as an evil king, worthy of fear and hatred. My home, the fairy realm of Tyrant, is a world of eternal youth. But contrary to expectation, the rulers of this realm are always well into their old age. They are usually bearded men, attended by a host of younger fae. Such is the way of Tyrant, its rulers in the place of their own subjects. This means that they will someday inevitably require a replacement. In other words, the most replaceable individual in the ageless realm of Tyrant is its king. Even I, who felled every last enemy of the realm, shouldering all of the fear and hatred of my world upon my shoulders, knew that my time would come to an end. Soon it approached. It was the seers who read my fate. They told me thus: the grandchild shall be the death of King Balor. This was reminiscent of how I killed the former king, one of the Tuatha De Danann, in order to usurp his throne. So, dog though? History is nothing if not a cycle. Fearing that this prophecy would come to pass, I imprisoned my daughter in a tower. Yet she still found love and eventually bore a child. My grandchild's name was Lu. He, a hero to be, took a human form in this Tokyo. That is how I came to be here, following close behind the one who supposedly spelled my doom. How fickle the winds of fate can be. I came so far only to find that my grandchild was unbelievably precious. I saw my daughter in Lou, and parts of my younger self, too. The day I saw the light leave my grandchild's eyes, I finally understood what I had feared. It was fate itself I loathed. From the bottom of my heart, the idea that it had been determined that I would be killed, and there was nothing I could do about it. As if that wasn't enough to bear, fate had decided that my grandchild would be killed as well. I felt then that I wanted nothing more than to slay fate itself. I regretted not having displayed the dignity of a king. I wished more than anything that I had shown my grandchild how a true warrior meets their end. I get it, Balor. I can really put myself in your shoes. That must have been rough. Though it is true that he got on my nerves time and again. It's also true that Ch.11 and I somehow got along. He was the one who told me about Mahakala. Just as how in war, both sides killed and shared the chances of being killed, Ch.11 and I would talk freely with each other and often find that our opinions matched. Yet Ch.11 is no more. After all the battlefields he survived, he found one he couldn't cross. He vanished, leaving nothing but a wisp of smoke in his wake. I sent him off with a guffaw, watching over his last moments from a mirror in my cell. After all, what better end could warriors like us ask for? I'm sure Ch.11 would agree that it was a fine way to go. We lived recklessly, just as we saw fit, earning us nothing but resentment from our loved ones. No matter how miserably people like us die, those who wish we would care have no tears to shed on our behalf. Still, even if you have nothing of real value to be remembered for, you at least got the right to leave behind a wisp of smoke. That might even get you yet a few tears into your name if that smoke were to sting someone's eyes. And if no one else is willing to pipe up, I'll be the one to say it. Yours was a true warrior's end, Ch.11. Curses. The smoke on the battlefield must be getting to my eyes. But there's no time for that. I am being called away. Foreseeing his death reminded me that there are still things I must do in this Tokyo. Of course, I have no reason to fight my grandchild any longer. My true wish is something else, and I have yet to realize it. Oops. And so long as my dignity as a king, my honor as a warrior, and my proud soul still smolder within me, I will not give up. Don't look him in the eyes, partner! Get behind some! What the? Feathers? The heck's going on? Oh, never an easy task, this Balor. Task this. Balor, your eyes shut now. Yeah, thank you, Avarga. With that, I could do it myself. It's such a darn pain not being able to control my own eye. Back home, he used to take 4 of my subordinates to open it or close it, you know. Anyway, that was close. That was close. I nearly killed all of you. You sure got a sense of humor. I don't hate that about you, old man. Well, I'm sure you got lots to discuss. I'll leave it to you. So, here we are. He's so huge, his laugh is like an earthquake. Hey, you're the one they call Balor? That's right. I'm known as the Giant King of Tyrant. Also one of the 23 world representatives, just like my old friend Ch.11. You remember him, I take it. Pleased to make your acquaintance. I heard all about you and this loot from Ch.11. More than I'd care to remember, in fact. He really liked to run his mouth. Hey, Balor! Save your small talk for someone else! All we need to know is that if you got any info on Maakala. Sorry to cut to the chase. Please, Balor, tell us what you know. You know where we can find Maakala? I expected this, but it still stings. We finally meet, and all you want to hear about is Maakala. I might be a stone-cold killer, but even I have my sensitivities. I'm not sure I want to tell you anything at all now. But you do realize that every last world representative has a score to settle with you, right? I am no different. Not only that, but I was a tyrant of great infamy in Tyrant. It's only natural for me to demand what I want. So, what will you do? Will you fight me? If it's information you want, you'll have to beat it out of me, Brandon. You would not have stood a chance against any world representative the last time we met. However, with that double dragon of yours, you might just be able to stand a chance against me. He even knows about our ace in the hole, partner? What are we gonna do now? Partner? What are you doing? Please, Balor. We need your help. Just tell us what you can. Partner? Does he mean that much to you? The one Maakala has patched up like an old sock? Mr. Mononoke has done so much for me. He's been helping me from day one. He's the closest thing I've had to a parent. I want to do something for him this time. I want to help him like he helped me. I can't just abandon him after all that. I see. It's because you don't like being a spectator in your own life, am I right? Come on, Balor, we're begging you here. Tell us what you know. Anything would help. If this is how we're doing it, partner, then I'm in. Because partners stick together. Oh. Idiot. Thanks, partner. You know, Now I used to care about brawling. Never thought I'd end up doing some crawling instead. You changed me, partner. For some reason, I don't hate it. Brandon, No! I don't like this. Something powerful's coming. No, why now? Of all the bastards to show their face, why did it have to be Shiva? Retreat! Evacuate the immediate vicinity! I repeat, all troops, drop your weapons and evacuate this area now! Oh, dang, that music cue. Who's that? Shiva, why have you come here? The timing is far too precise. Someone must have planned this. And I can think of only one person capable of such a thing. Guildmaster Bergero. As many powerful beings as there are throughout the many worlds, how many transients have the potential to annihilate an entire universe? The level of destruction he can bring is one of an entirely different scale, even from his peers. His name is Shiva, and he is the transient who will one day bring an end to this universe. He alone has what it takes to stand against King Balor and his evil eye. It's been a while, eh, Shiva? It has indeed, Balor. If my revived memory served me correctly, the last time we met was when we traded blows on the previous loop. That was a good bout. I'm glad to have the opportunity to face you yet again. No. I am told that you and Ch.11 have turned your backs on the Warmongers peace treaty. As I'm sure you realize by now, Guild has sent me to penalize you for your actions. If you have anything to say for yourself, get it off your chest now. If not, then let us have our fists do the talking. I promise you I will at least spare your life. For as a monk of discipline, all I seek is to better myself through battle. So he's a world representative too? He seems reasonable. More so than Ch.11. I suppose he is. Except when it comes to you, that is. Huh? What do you mean? You! Not good. Me? What? What did I do? What's this guy's deal? Looks like he's out for your blood, Brandon. Listen to me. You have the memories of 23 individuals within you, each of whom was banished by a world representative. Some were sealed away, others were defeated in battle, others were exiled by the law of the land. The list goes on and on. However, unlike all other representatives, there was one who went beyond mere banishing, want to completely and utterly annihilate the physical form of one of those 23. Shiva. I'm going to need you two to buy me some time. But don't even think about attacking him, understood? Leave everything to me. When I give the signal, I want you to run as fast as you can from this place. But Balor, why are you doing this? We only just met! Might seem that way to you, but know this. There are those who rejoice in the simple fact that you were born in this world. Now, enough small talk. Here he comes.
夏のティンダルチャンネル拡大版デートもバトルも燃えてなんぼの俺様だぜ
隠れろ隠れろ隠れろ隠れろ隠れろうなれ
飲み
隠れろ隠れろ隠れろ
Darkness strength. Yep, darkness strengthening. It reduces damage. Taunt! Well, taunt resistance. Charm weakening. Oh yeah, well, yeah, yes, charm weakening. I can't see it all. It won't let me see it all, though.
デートの邪魔する奴らを片付けろティンダルあった
隠れろ隠れろ隠れろ
飲み込
やるなうなれ
デートの邪魔する奴らを片付けろティンダルブルスレディーゴーあったまってきた
隠れろ隠れろやるな
飲み込むやる
なうなれ
あったま
You gave himself combo? I didn't know you had combo.
このマルデックにお任せいただこう行くぞムシュフシュあったまって
隠れろ隠れろ
太陽が去っては巡り来るよう我が身は幾度も生まれ直すべし体内回帰アマルティベール
やるな
飲み込
むやるなうなれ
泣かないもん
デートの邪魔する奴らを片付けろティンダルあったまってき
隠れろ
あったまってきた
隠れろ
あったまってきた
隠れろやるな行くぞやるなうなれ
あった
隠れ
龍脈の力よ龍脈の力よ
He freaking one shot. He one shot Bigfoot. And that was with protection.
デートの邪魔するやつあったまってきた龍脈の力よ飲み込む
うなれ
あったまってあったまってデートの邪魔するやつらを片付けろティンダルブルスレディーゴー龍脈の力よ太陽が去っては巡り来るように我が身は幾度も生まれ直すべし体内回帰アマルティベールな
やる
飲み込む
なうなれ
あったまって
泣かないもん
あったまって
泣かないもん
強きマスラオに出会うまでは止まらぬわはあ早く会いたいの
He wasn't even skill seal. He didn't even get like a. He didn't even get skill sealing. which was bad because that's what I bet on. So that was a planned fight, but could still lose. I've heard such teachings before. You! I will never forgive you! How dare you force this trifling desire upon me! Now, there's no treaty to hold me back. I shall vanquish you utterly! Watch out, Brandon! The ground just exploded. I've never seen power like this! This is madness! This is nothing. Just consider yourself lucky his third eye isn't open. But no matter. You brought me the time I needed. Glare the dew! Now get out of here, you two! Don't you dare look back! But, Balor, we need to know more about Mahakala. Mahakala does not exist in this world. That name belongs to a being who is not in this Tokyo yet. What? But that doesn't make any sense! Back then they said their name was... Then who was possessing Mr. Mononobe? Listen carefully. I'm not saying Mahakala doesn't exist. To be precise, it cannot exist in this Tokyo. Think back. What was it that they were doing? And where you were when you spoke to them? I'm sure you've met many individuals like them before now. And for the same reasons held by those people who you know, Mahakala cannot manifest here. Hence why certain individuals are trying to build a system for them. They want to create a means for that being to exist within this Tokyo. You understand? Mahakala is the name of both the being in question and the system that allows them to exist. You mean there are two Mahakalas? That's right. I'm glad you're quick on the uptake. Let me make one other thing clear. If Mahakala were to materialize in this world, Tokyo would cease to exist. Do you know where they are, Balor? Well, the Warmongers have two ultimate weapons. The first of these is none other than Shiva, though he's still considered incomplete. As for the second, Warmongers must intend to deploy it this day as well. Since Shiva is currently here in Ikebukuro, they will undoubtedly use the second weapon in Kawakicho, Shinjuku, the other battlefield. After all, they cannot afford to have these two weapons clash in the same location. If you want to know more about Mahakala, then Kawakicho should be your next destination. There's nothing more I can tell you. The rest is up to you to ascertain for yourself. Now off with you! Get out of here before I kill you myself! Thank you, Balor. Promise me you'll live through this. We gotta go, partner! I'll carry you if I have to! Giant Basher! Sorry, Balor. We owe you one for this! How dare you, Balor? How dare you let him get away? Incredible. This annihilates anyone who looks upon it, yet you still stand here unfazed. I suppose those are the fruits of your training as you work to contain your third eye's power of universal destruction. Or is it that you're simply afraid? Do you fear opening your own eyes? Or are you afraid of facing your own desires? If that's the case, then though you may be known as the most powerful being in all the worlds, you're still just a piece of Mahakala, you immature whelp! Balor!